We are back. Okay, it's been a long weekend, but we're here. And I think I'm online, so we got the mic check. Game audio seems good. Stats look good. Alright, guys. So what are we doing today? Let's go to the guild hangout. I need to fix my own hideout. So back. Alright. So I guess we're cleaning up my inventory first, of course. Just like every day. Every day.
Indeed.
Then what are we doing?
You did well in that breach story.
Okay. Oh, wow. I dropped a tangle tongue. Didn't even realize it. Let's check the rolls on that. And Enfolding Dawn. Okay.
Let us hope Zesh now lies dormant.
So, what do we got? Looks pretty bad. Yeah, not very good rolls on that, but in case anybody needs a tingle tongue to play around with. And I guess Enfolding Dawn. What do we got here? T5 roll.
Yes.
Not good enough these days. Especially after the loot update. I will say I'm still getting T1 rolls here in the end game, so
Zesh.
pretty frustrating sometimes.
Let us hope Zesh now lies dormant.
Yes. Yes. A forked tongue, I guess. It's like a snake. Man, this is filling up. I'm gonna have to clean our collective room. Okay, let's stash all this stuff. Alright. So I've got a level 80 logbook, I've got a simulacrum, and a breachstone. So we might be doing some things today. Overall, what we're up to is... Let's go to the gear, I guess, but we're on this tactician. We'll go to the ascendancy. So I was up this middle line here in the defensives, but I've been playing around with this multiple banners and spirit line. And the idea here was, all right, so we made a bleed build that works. Jeez, I'm getting a bunch of, my phone is going off. So we made a bleed build that works on the tactician. But this tactician really, you know, plays into the banners, and on that bleed build, I had War Banner, and it felt really nice. So I thought, why don't we mess around with this solid plan, whoever pays best, and try to maintain a solid solo bleed build, but one that can also group together and buff the party with banners, and fully take advantage of basically more spirit due to less reservation, and then multiple banners. So that was the idea. So I've been playing around with this. I had to get out of certain things, like over here in the crit area, so we don't travel as far. I don't travel over here for crit, but I still travel over here. And then what do? We go down the middle to pick up some banner stuff. Bannerman. Banner buffs linger on you for 4 seconds after you leave the area. And also we attack it from this angle here, because this gives us 20% increased duration, 20% increased duration. We don't really care about increased valor gained, which is kind of sad because all of these banner wheels like start off with, well, yeah, here we go. It's like you end up having to pick up this increased valor gained like everywhere. This is one of the only areas where you can go to a notable without picking that up, so it's not a wasted point. And the reason why it will be wasted is because we've got this fallen formation armor that gives us maximum valor on our banners always. However, -20 to maximum valor. What's up, Nikita? Welcome back. Nice to see you. So this allows us to place banners whenever, even sitting here in our hideout. We've got 30 valor on our banners, and we'll have that at all times. Now, I don't pick up... Yeah, I don't pick up... not increased, but down here, we could do maximum valor, so we could bring it back up to 55, basically, or 50, 25. Yeah, 55, it looks like. But I just felt like it was too much of an investment. We'd have to pick up a wasted point here, totally wasted. Get these. Then from there, it's like, that's it. So 2 points, 1 wasted. Travel, at least we pick up a jewel. It's still an option. I'm still playing around with this build. So we would have to give up something. Maim is like really good. I'd like to continue to hold on to that. We picked up skill speed here because skill speed is what allows us to drop the banner quicker versus it's not an attack, so attack speed doesn't really help. And then this also has movement speed attached to it. And then for the last few points, I'm over here picking up some crit. This is Sundering is a pretty big notable for us. We're not giving up any of the low life stuff due to our deepest tower helm. The one, I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could save 1 point by going over here, 2 here, so that's 3. So yeah, I mean, it's still an option if we think we really need it. It would bring us up to 55 valor, which is actually a pretty big deal, and we're gonna look at that as well and see exactly what that would do. But for now, let's just jump into a map and see how this plays. Then we'll go into more detail, I guess. So what kind of map do we want? Rare chests, evasive, okay. I don't really like hitting the maps with rares, with exalts and stuff like that. Honestly, when I have 3 tablets in the tower and maybe even an overlapping tower, I have a hard time because you get reduced chances or reduced tries, and I feel like every roll you could just end up with something crap. But I don't know. Let's hit this one though. Okay, let's hit it. No, I guess not. That's it. I don't have any exalts on me, I don't think. I've used them all. Nice, yeah. Welcome back, Theorycraft type of Tuesday. I guess we could do Theorycraft Thursdays just because it sounds cool. All right. So let's just get into it.
You will never get that which you seek.
Battle Gear, what up? Alteration. Alliteration. I don't know what that means.
One down. Who's next?
I don't have a very strong vocabulary. I'd say it's okay, but... Let's see if we can get to 5 on the Delirium. Need to make sure I'm going the right direction. Welcome back, Battle Gear. Good to see you. Theorycraft Thursdays is using alliteration. Yes, it is cool. That's right. I'm trying to think of an alliteration for alliteration, but I can't.
You there, local.
So you can see this build. We're deleting screens. We're pinning everything still. We're moving faster, I think. We've got over 40% move speed when we are buffed. And tanky as hell, actually. I feel like this build is about the tankiest I've ever ran. I'm not really optimizing this map, probably. Like, yeah, okay. We ran out of mist. I gotta get out. Probably should have done more of the middle. Let's see if we can get some over here. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, there's some... there's a space here. Oh well. That's it. Paranoia, Simulacrum.
Another notch on me helmet.
But pretty easygoing Delirium up to level 5. Let's do this thing. So, immune to physical. We don't want that. Where's the front? Right here. Experience. Okay. Let's do that. A little alliteration. Yes. Yes. You guys are better at this than me. Okay. Hit this thing. We'll try to hit all 3 of these.
Bracing.
There we go. Oh, maybe I want these. Let's undo, undo. Let's hit all 3 and then go over here for these 2. Wait, looks like we can do this. Maybe. All right, let's do it. Good God, I'm missing like crazy here.
Undead wretch!
Ooh, I got hit. I'd be dead on any other character, I think. On my own builds, that is, because I typically don't have a real beefy character. But here's the deal. So the lightning spear is definitely hitting hard. You can see. Let's just kind of look at this. So 58% armor, 52% evasion, 58% block chance. 200 or 2,180 health right now, or maximum life, and then I guess a little bit of energy shield, which we don't really care about. I am maxed out on elemental. Chaos took a hit with this gear setup that I've got. I'll be working on this chaos number, so it's kind of low. So then let's just look at what we're doing here. We are running Herald of Thunder, Wind Dancer, Defiance Banner, War Banner, and Combat Frenzy. We are running Warm Blooded, a Spirit Gem, Spirit Support. Herbalism, another Spirit Support. Vitality, a Spirit Support. Magnified Effect on Defiance Banner and Mobility. I'll show you why we're doing that. Refraction, another Spirit Support Gem. It gives us, causes 20% of our armor to apply to elemental hit damage taken. Wind Dancer with precision, cannibalism, Life Thief. Okay, Life Thief is not a spirit gem. But you can see here, we are using a lot of spirit. but we only have 149 spirit. That's because the tactician's actually pretty freaking strong here. Like, this seems ridiculous, actually. 50% less reservation means we can run basically almost anything we want. I was running out of gem slots. Like, I had to choose not to run another spirit gem. As a matter of fact, we could run a third banner, Dread banner. I just felt like I didn't want to lay down 3 banners. It's like too hard for me to actually lay down 3 banners. Timmy Town time tanking tonight. You should 4 socket all of your gems. It's only 5 exalts at the moment for 4 sockets. All right. Yeah, I mean, I would struggle to even figure out what to put in the 4 sockets, but I will try. I will. That's gonna require a lot of theory crafting, in honest. So that's the setup. We had to drop. We dropped Blood Hunt. Blood Hunt is the finisher. I just felt like out of everything that I had, all that really does is secure a boss kill a little quicker than I would with Rake, you know. Usually, and actually, it's gotten me in trouble. That's why I died. Usually, like, it looks like I should be able to finish a boss, and then I go in for a Blood Hunt, and instead I consume the bleeding, and it doesn't die. And if I would have just let it bleed for another second or 2, it would have died probably. So yeah, Blood Hunt gets me in trouble and is probably the weakest skill out of all of this. I'd rather have Bloodhound's Mark. All right, so that's that. Now let's see what happens. Let's look at our defenses here. So I currently have a run speed of 27.6%. Now it's at 46.5% as long as I'm in here. And then because of Bannerman, once I step out, I've got 4 seconds left afterwards as well. I don't know why it went out before 4 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. And then up here at the defenses, 65, 61, 58. Like, that's a pretty well-rounded defensive layering right there when we've got this active. And because we've got magnified effect and persistence on it, and Bannerman, it's like we could pretty much keep this active throughout an entire map, just running around at 46% move speed, buffing our defenses. By the way, using 20% of our armor towards elemental hits as well. Pretty strong. So now let's look at the offensive side of things here. So Rake currently is hitting 9,000 here on the tooltip per use. Our bleed is almost at 5,000, just under 4,900. Lay down the War Banner. Goes up to 6,323 maximum bleed damage. On use went from 9,900 to 11,900. So that is a huge increase in damage for us. And we can feel it. We feel it with our Lightning Spear, and we feel it with our Rake as well. So both are hitting pretty damn hard. Spearfield's actually become a little bit more difficult to play with this iteration of the build, because we're already laying down a banner. If we're in a fight, we're laying down 2 banners, and then we're also laying down spears. At this point, I'd rather be doing something else, so it might be that Spearfield gets removed for Blood Hunt. But the problem with that is that it's got Rage attached to it. And there's a little bit of support with pinning in our charges, but really it's the Rage at this point, so still TBD on whether or not we run with Spearfield or maybe Blood Hunt. So I'm having fun with this build, actually. I feel like this map's better than the previous version just because of the run speed and the defensive qualities. Now, it's kind of hard for me to tell for bossing. I am currently... Yeah, so this is map boss difficulty 1, 2, 3. So I'm at 4, +4 on map boss difficulty. This has monster level 80, so when I fight bosses, it's like they're pretty beefy, I'm just gonna say. I have a breach, and I think we'd be at tier 2 breach. So we've done T0 and T1. I think we're gonna go do a tier 2 and see how this plays. And then we're gonna go from there. I'm not sure what else we're gonna do. Let's go pick up loot and finish this map.
Easy.
I mean, now Lightning Spear seems to be hitting harder for some reason on this build. I'd have to pull out POB for both of my builds and just kind of see what's going on. It might... Oh, shit. I got hit. That sucks. Fucking hate that shrine, dude. It's like... Dude, those meteors are falling really fast. I don't even know how you avoid that. With 100% accuracy. Oh, it's a duel. So we got lightning and... I don't even want to approach this thing. Look at that. It's crazy. Oh man, I should pick it up though for this. My... Look at this thing, man. There we go. Did I get both of them? Yes. I'm pretty sure I touched this thing. Feels to me like monsters don't come out quick enough for breach.
Simple enough.
Come on. Give me something to kill. I think I do want to go this way. Come on, come on, come on. No, that sucked. Yeah, I just feel like sometimes you run out of monsters just too easily on breach for some reason. But if we kill this T3 version, maybe there's a option we can pick up in the tree to make that better. And I got a lot of loot to scoop up on this map. It's like everywhere now. Yeah, the struggle of deleting everything too fast. Right.
Quick on my feet.
Is it? Oh, wisp. Maybe it's fixed. I've still been ignoring wisps. Let's go kill a rare. Come on. Might as well. Let's see what happens with the loot here. I don't think I've done one since the loot update. Come on. Hurry up. I don't want to kill the rare. There we go. That hit me.
Another notch on me helmet.
Well, I didn't see anything special drop.
On my feet.
Let's get rid of something. Is there a boss here? Yes, there is. So we get to see the Hyena Lord. Oh, okay. Great. I think I know who that is. I don't know how you guys memorize which bosses are in which zone so quickly, like, or maybe you have the wiki open constantly. Which one of these was boss zone? Let's check this one up here. There we go. Probably, maybe. No, that's just the... I don't think we have the boss zone. There it is. Oh, okay, up here. Oh, you have it on a notepad. Nice. Good thinking. Did I kill... I killed them already? You just died. Well, I thought I got hit by that. Whoops. Broken armor, stunned, aggravated. Bullied. Just... Yeah, we're not... It's like we're not doing crazy damage, but it's strong, I guess. This might hurt. Here's where I'd be blood hunting, like finishing him off, like, so a couple seconds earlier. Now, during that fight, do I try to get shock on the boss as well? I don't know. Like, I feel like the lightning spear just isn't worth it because it just doesn't... I don't have enough ailment support to get a shock first try most of the time. Yeah, it's not quite an aura bot. Like, we're bringing only, I guess, 2 banners to the table. One thing that was hard on me was going with right where they want them, where we're pinning enemies, and they can't perform actions, versus 2 more up here, and our allies in our presence would gain added attack damage equal to 25% of your main hand's weapon damage, which that seems pretty strong. And then also, if we could swing the elemental resistances, there's a shield out there that would provide all of our block chance to allies in our presence. The issue with both of those is, well, I guess we're bringing more than the banners. We're also bringing this helm. That reduces our presence. So that's why I decided ultimately not to do anything that required my presence, because it's only at 2 meters now. But if we're in the presence of the boss, the party gets the benefit of the boss being in low life. So if you're communicating that with your party with this build, they can swap out a gem for execute on their main damage dealer, and all of a sudden they're doing, what, 50% more damage? What does execute do? Yeah, 50% more damage. Of course, they're replacing a skill gem or a support gem, so whatever the difference is, but it's pretty strong, I'd say. So that's what we're bringing to the table. Defiance banner, war banner, and then low life on everything. Which, Olroth's shield. I'll have to look at that. Let's look it up. So... Hmm. I wonder if it's what it's called actually, because I'm not getting a hit. Oh, Olros Resolve is what it looks like. Is that a shield? No, it's a flask. Okay, so yeah. I don't know what it is. If I can find it. Oh. Svalin, probably? Oh, block chance is lucky. Okay, this is probably it. Alright, let's share this thing. So we got 3 high armor, block chance, can be buffed, it looks like. Is that really a negative 20 to 10%? To maximum. Oh my god. And block chance is lucky. If only this thing also rolled block chance, because it would be extremely difficult to get your maximum block chance to 75 with 26 on your shield, in my opinion. You'd have to be really picking up some things in your passive tree. Yeah. You get the lucky effect. Interesting. Basically, you're rolling twice, right? But still, it kind of sucks that you get this maximum block chance without a buff to your shield's block chance. So, all right. Let's get out of that site. The effect of cast on block. That's the OP side. Interesting. All right, so where were we? I killed the boss. I think we're done. I think I looted everything. Let's go do the breach. Or at least try. I'm not sure how this is going to work out, honestly.
What is it?
Okay. It's not a bad chess piece. I'll put that over here. All right.
Yes.
Hmm. Yeah. Not good enough. Hmm. Okay. What is this?
Let us hope Zesh now lies dormant.
Not good enough.
Yes.
Guess I did the wrong thing there, huh? T9 accuracy.
Zesh now lies dormant.
Increased rarity. Pretty low roll there. Alright. Okay, I think we're warmed up. Let's go ahead and Simulacrum. I haven't even done those yet. I don't know if I would get to the boss. Those are hard. Yeah, let's do a Breachstone. Hopefully we can clear this thing and not waste it. I'm a little concerned. This is a T2, so we've got 2 levels on the boss. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. We get 3 tries. Oh, God. This guy's kind of tough, too. You know what? My chaos is probably too low for this. I needed to fix that, probably.
Who's next?
Wow, that thing hurt. Yeah, you know, for stuff like this, I should probably check the database and just see what I'm up against compared to the last one. It's probably what people do. Physical, cold, and elemental. Okay. Yeah, I should probably check the database and understand what damage comes out as well. There's a lot of things I could probably do better. But I don't know, man. I like to dive in, I guess. But Breachstone isn't cheap. I don't know how much it cost, Breachstone, but luckily, since I've been leveling up that tree, I've been picking up like a lot of breach slivers or whatever the hell they're called. Guess I better hurry the hell up, huh? Not sure how I ran out of so much time. I was chit-chatting. Oh. Did I make it? No? Dude, I might not even make it. I think I made it. The timer went away. I didn't get any loot, though.
Easy.
Shit! Alright, there it is. Okay, let's see what happens. There are some abilities here that I have trouble dodging.
We that dreamed. We in nightmare. We that are one within our grasp. The womb of existence we shall rupture. We tire.
Oh, god damn it!
Hear the grey wind.
I got shot in the face and I survived. I was waiting. What is he doing now? I don't want to do this. Why did I come here?
She of thought and motion. Fate belies truth. We split the thread of reality's coiling lies.
No! God damn it, dude. How the f...
Yes.
It's like... I'm running full speed at a perpendicular to that, and what the frick? Shit pisses me off.
That dreamed. We
I got slapped. I don't like getting slapped.
of chilling sun.
Is he already? Oh, okay. Nice block.
Curse of the broken sun.
Shit, I got hit. Now what? All right, is this the one? Is this the one? No, okay.
We are fury.
All right, run. Okay.
Fate belies truth. The womb of existence.
Which one's this? Oh shit! It's that one.
Fury. They fight.
All right, get the hell away from me here. Oh, it's this one.
We split the thread
Is this it?
of reality's coiling lies.
Yes, it is it. Damn it!
We wait. The hive shall spill forth like a
No! Get away from me! I was gonna kill him, man. I was about to get slapped again! Die! Please drop the loot, man. Jeez. All right, well, we did it. Bleed to the rescue. All right. Oh my god. Rolling always gets you. Yeah. Yeah. The first time I did not roll on that, I don't think, and I still got it. I was running at 40, like right here, and it just spawned and slapped me. So I feel like, I don't know, man. That one attack is really brutal. All right. So now, for this guy, we'd be at T4, right? I don't know if I'm ready for that. What do we pick? Yeah, monster density. Breaches in your maps open and close 30% faster. Breaches in your maps open and close 30% slower. Huh. I wonder... Like, close. Does that mean when it's actually closing, you've already kind of failed or whatever? And so it just goes slower that direction versus I'd rather, I think this one. When I picked this, I thought it was like you have more time, I guess. I don't understand. Breach splinters. %30 more clasp hands and guarded by monsters. I feel like that'd be pretty good. Oh, so I was considering it T0 when it's not leveled up. T1 and then T2. So is it actually T1, T2, T3? My bad. But yeah, I took one of the slams and survived. So yeah, this dude's pretty tanky. So what do you think, though? What do you guys think? Sustained siege. Open and close 30% slower. So while it's opening, it's slower. And I don't know how I feel about that, actually. Because I think I'd rather it be faster. Now, close slower, that means it's already closing and it's just closing slower, right? It's not like it's the monster kills that keeps this thing open still, and that has not changed. Yeah. I think I'm going to get rid of this one and add this one because it adds density and it goes faster. And then... Ooh, this one it reaches 25%. So what's the first one? Ooh, you take 20% increased damage, but I feel like we could do it. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2. Your maps contain... Oh, but I like this one. You can end up... Man, I had a map with like 3 or 4 breaches. And you can actually do, I think, both, like, multiple breaches at the same time, which is insane. So we drop this one, we pick up this one, and then I think this one. So yeah, let's do that. I'm glad we got the kill. That was funny. I saw the fists come up at the end, and I knew what his health was at, and I was like, if I can just get a rake on this guy, he's gonna bleed out and die, no matter what slaps me. Wow, 200 fragments in a 4-breach map. That's insane. All right. Let's see here. Let's talk to Doriani. Refund Atlas passives. 5,000. Let's do it. I think this is a better idea. And then this one, right? Yeah. And then probably do this one, Waking Nightmare. Double breach splinters. I don't know. 40% increased. Probably the catalyst one or something. Thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've been working pretty hard at this stuff. Trying my best. I'm really enjoying the theory crafting side of things. And just building builds that actually work. That's a plus, I guess.
Go on.
And they're fun to play, too. I like the bleed. I like the spear. I think we've got a bunch of these. Marceline, appreciate it.
Is a strange being indeed.
All right, so now I've got a couple things we could do. A simulacrum, I haven't done one yet. I guess we run that. So that'd be the first one we do. Yeah, try to do the T4 kill quicker. I have been taking my time with this stuff. Not really rushing the pinnacles. To me, it's been like, once I get a build that I feel like can do the content, I do the content. Then I go back to the drawing board. And, you know, I went from the ritualist over to the tactician, and now I've switched this tactician up a bit. So, like, already at this point, like, I'll keep tweaking this a little bit. But now I got to figure out what's the next character build that I try out. Obvious, welcome back.
Hope Zesh now lies dormant.
Let's see here. Let's do the simulacrum. See how far we can get. This might be a bust. I don't know if I can actually get to the boss. Oh, last epoch keeps crashing on you. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, it gets frustrating. Is that game in early access as well?
This ramshackle place. A second home, and yet something seems off. Does it not? You've stood against so many horrors and survived. I think it's time to at last test your limits.
All in a day's work.
Okay. Ah. I like when they get pinned in the air. Is that it? Okay. It's out of beta EA now. Oh, so was that the big, like, this was their release essentially? That's crazy. Have they been patching as quickly as GGG does? Like, Ellie's been out for a week. GGG would have like released probably 2 hot fixes and a patch by now. So Delirious affects their resistances, so my DPS will go down as we go. Yeah, I'm a little concerned. Out of all the endgame pinnacle activities, I feel like this one's probably the hardest. Like, to actually see the boss.
Easy.
Hopefully their physical resistance is lagging their elemental resistance. Alright, so this place is done, I think. Follow the mist. Let's stash things. Oh, it's moved on. This is confusing. So don't follow the mist. But yeah, the amount of damage this character does and the amount of utility it brings to a group, I feel like is a really good balance. Like, we could eke out more solo damage, obviously. But, I mean, this is pretty damn strong damage for something that can come in and buff an entire party in a meaningful way. Where's the stash? Just throw it in there. Yeah, usually if you run far, it'll, like, that's where you go. But yeah, you can see the mist, how it's flowing this direction, and usually in the map it'll flow, because it literally actually runs out like this direction. So if you're ever in the map and you actually go against the mist, like towards the end, that's when the timer comes up, and then you'll see it starts to dissipate.
Let yourself be drawn into the mire.
How many tries do you get? One? So they said that they were trying to make this earlier content more accessible. I wonder if we get a bunch of tries now.
Easy.
Okay, here's a boss or something. And a rare at the same time. What the hell is this? I don't want to touch it. Okay. We killed that boss, I guess. Move on to the next. Monsters deal 23% of damage as extra lightning. Elemental, less effect on curses. Okay. See how the boss is also pinned. It's so nice. Like the amount of crowd control this character has, it's insane. Which is such a defensive lair. Like, I don't know if it's underestimated. I don't know, because I don't really know the meta that well, and I don't spend enough time out on Reddit or whatever, but
Are you trying to cleanse yourself of me?
it's hard to see in here. I think I want to be in here.
Day's work.
Okay, we got 2 bosses now. Great. Shit's hard.
I hear ya, wherever you are. Don't think I'm not gonna find ya.
Okay. They bleed like the rest of them, don't they? I gotta work on my bleed taglines. I gotta get my Arnold Schwarzenegger voice. Ah! Was that a good Arnold scream? Shit. Missing with a lightning spear is pretty brutal. I'm not gonna lie. Because of how long the attack time is. And how important it is. Like, You're really relying on that wave clear, and if it doesn't hit anything, man, does that feel bad. Alright, so 23% increased monster damage, 20% increased monster movement speed, monsters fire additional projectiles, increased ailment threshold, increased stun threshold. Okay. Shit. I don't want to walk outside of my flag.
You can't get rid of me, Exile. I am.
One day.
Oh boy, this is getting hard. Damn it, get off me. It's not diluting.
Gotta stay quick on my feet.
That's a key tenet of mine. Okay. Need to drop some stuff off. If I care. It's getting to the point where loot is becoming more of a pain in the ass than it's worth. It's a survival test. And it's hard to survive if you're not clearing in such a small space, though. Like, you get overwhelmed pretty quick. Guess I'll pick this stuff up. Ah, screw it. Jeez. Screw it. Alright. I got too many gems now, too. This is gonna be annoying, actually. I'm gonna drop it somewhere else. I don't want that in my... Accidentally loot and die. Alright, so what's the map look like here? This is a tough one. It's just this little line, basically. Unless this stays open. I don't think it does, though.
Nothing you do matters.
Yeah, it closed. I wonder if you can hit that before it closes.
Another notch on the helmet.
Oof. Ah! I'm totally getting stuck. All right. Okay. This is open now. Jeez, I can't believe we're only at 11 and 15. This is getting hard. Bleed on hit. Ooh. Man, I'm gonna bleed out probably. Okay. Gotta stay. Gotta mind the bleeding. Try not to get hit, I guess. Ooh.
Another notch on the helmet.
Okay. All items on the... Oh, okay, cool. What is this? I need that. All right. Have faith.
Do you not wonder what tugs at the strings of fate? What satisfying with this and beckons you?
Come on. I wanted to hit him. He was very vulnerable up there, and I did not seize the moment. Okay. Hey. All right. Now where? Why is this so complicated? Okay, I should follow the stash. That's what I should do. Oof. The light stun. Oh god. Damn it. Get out of there. Whoa. I don't know what the hell that was, but it didn't feel good. I actually blocked a ground ice attack. Like, I didn't even notice. I thought I was dead. I thought I was dead. The light flashed before my eyes. All right. And so does 14 of 15 mean that this is the last one, or is it the next one that is the last one? I'm confused. Shit.
One down. Who's next?
Shh. All right, I want to die. Oh shit! No! Shit! God damn it. Ah! This is hard. God dang. I get another oh god! So they did make it easier. Watch out. Wow. I keep taking that. I have no idea what's gonna happen here. It's way too much stuff going on. Okay. Well, I did die. So yeah, wasn't it last time if you died it was over? Okay, and then this is the last round here. Good God. All right. Yeah, pretty tanky build. I'm surprised as well. Actually, 2100 health. This is 58, 52, 58.
Believe me, you will fall exile.
All in a day's work.
Here they are. Ah! Shit. Oh! God damn it! So annoying, dude. Oh my god. Oh wow, he slapped the shit out of me. Alright, let's slow down. He just slapped me. And he's jumped on me. Alright, now what does this guy do?
Out of mana.
Alright, he dies. Alright, yeah, that is hard. That's like the hardest pinnacle, I think.
Agent of chaos, you shall serve me whether you like it or not. I'm not going anywhere.
No room.
Okay, so he's talking shit still.
Bloody beautiful.
Thanks, guys. That was fun. That's a tough one. That's a fun fight though. So I think we'd still, like, the next tier we wouldn't have used all the tries, but on the tier 3 we would have, and it'd be harder. So we got some work to do to get up to T4 on this one for sure, I think. All right, I can just go to town, right? What is this? Oh. Let's just put it right here.
My pockets are full.
One thing that this game is kind of missing is that set gear that's, you know, Diablo set gear, the green stuff. I mean, I feel like that gear is pretty fun, you know what I mean? Moveset knowledge and of Omni. Yeah, I really don't understand what those bosses are doing, but I saw a slap that was pretty brutal. Definitely a leap slam. The one ice thing that came out all over the screen, I have no idea how that happened. Face tanking a 75% delirious slam is impressive. 20% damage. Yeah, that's crazy. I like the build, guys. I like it. The cool thing is this could go in and... Oh, wow. Oh, I'm holding control. Could go in and really help out a group as well. Plays well with others. Okay, let's get out of here. Yeah, Fabius, typically it's like the set gear overshadows everything else, right? Is that what you're saying as well? Or are you saying that the set gear gets overshadowed? Because lately in Diablo, the way it is, it's like you have to essentially choose which set gear you're running with. It completely alters the build and makes the build, I guess, is which set gear. So yeah, it's like it's fun, but I can see how it kind of pigeonholes a lot of play and decisions as far as builds. Except for leveling in D2. Yeah, I think I remember that in D2. I swear, like in D3, D4 these days, it's been all set gear. Like it'd be rare for you not to be running set gear. Oh, it becomes pointless. Sets are rarely good enough for real endgame builds. Yeah, I think Diablo 4 might be an outlier there, and D3. Oh, does Path of Exile 1 have set gear? I didn't know that. That's interesting. All right, I don't think I'm going to clean all this crap up after that. I've got a logbook. Let's go do that real quick. That would be another... Oh, did I hit the thing? Do I have points to spend now? It's this one? Yeah. Fracturing mirrors. Okay, so that's more mobs. Wow, random instilled emotions applied to your maps. Interesting. Dissipates 30% slower. I think that's the play. An additional reward type. Pauses the delirium mirror timer for 4 seconds and 25% more likely to get unique bosses. That seems like a pretty good one. Yeah. Just go with slower. It's simple.
Hail. The landmarks described in this logbook don't match anything particularly notable in our current maps. The terrain has changed.
All right, let's see. Yeah, D3 and D4 significantly simplified itemization. I can see that. I don't have a whole lot of experience with ARPGs other than Diablo and Borderlands, if you call Borderlands an ARPG. Before PoE, that's essentially it. So I should go out and explore the world a little bit, I think. Can't do that. Oh yeah, so we gotta check the whole map. Is there a skull thing? Doesn't look like it. What's this? So we'll blow this up. I don't think we got the boss here. I don't see any of those treasure things either. Wait, let's check this thing. What is this? Oh, okay. So there is one right there. Probably one up here too. But I think go in this circle. Do that. Did I drop it? Can't even tell. No, I did not. Immune to lightning damage. No thanks. More experience. Let's blow this thing up. Hmm. Okay. Let's do this thing. Grim Dawn and Last Epoch as games you try. Okay. Pretty diverse when you look at games outside the one specifically inspired by Diablo. Yeah. You didn't see the undead icon though, right? I don't see it anywhere. Doesn't look like it's here. Yeah. All right, let's blow this thing.
Back to the grave! Simple enough.
Yeah, I do feel pretty tanky with this character. Much tankier than my last iteration on the Tactician, for sure. The Defiance banner is pretty strong. But overall, I am really liking the armor, evasion, and shield block split. I think it's pretty strong. It's like multiple layers. If they, you know, if you don't evade it, maybe you block it. If you don't block it, well, at least you mitigate it. And that's if they're able to even perform an action after you've pinned them. That thing is pretty cool. That feels like some loot. Grim Dawn mods. Oh, wow. So it's like a bunch of... Good night. Thanks for being here again. So, yeah, I have not played an ARPG that has a bunch of mods out there, so that's interesting. All right, guys. Let's make sure we got all this loot. We didn't get lucky with this boss. Now we got to decide what we're doing. I could continue to map and just kind of juice up some maps. We could get back to the drawing board a little bit. I'll pull up the passives and maybe you guys can look at it and just kind of see. Maybe there's some areas I can optimize. Oh yeah, we didn't go down here. Okay. How long can I stand in poison? Poison still kills the shit out of me. You cannot stand in poison very long, no matter what. I guess poison definitely gets through my defenses. And I guess it would also get through energy shield too, right? So what the hell? The only thing is a bunch of life, really, right? Or a bunch, yeah, a bunch of life. Dude, poison goes right through energy shield, right? So all those builds that like forego all the life for energy shield, doesn't that suck? Poison hurts. I think that's everything. For T4, the bleed has to be stronger than what it was displayed on T3. Zesht. I have no idea if that's how you say that. 50% HP drop, though, was legit epic, but it's going to be 25% HP drop on T4, and you need to do it 4 times that quick. Yeah. Yeah. Like, it's kind of... We do give up a little bit to be this banner boy. And the idea is to play with a party. So really, you would most likely be doing the T4 content in a party, I guess, right? If you were choosing this build over going full on bleed. The fact that this character that can buff a party can go in and do T3 at least. I mean, that seems pretty good, but... Alright, so here's the deal. So one thing that we do is we spend a lot of points traveling to get this banner buffs linger on you for 4 seconds after you leave the area. This is what allows us to sprint around a map, laying down the banner and then sprinting out of the banner for 4 seconds, laying down another banner. So I feel like this is borderline required, but it is quite the investment. That's a lot of points we could spend elsewhere. Really, like, that's the only major investment in banners that I make for the passive tree. So for T4 content, I mean, we could choose to get more bleed damage, essentially. Probably go up and get this crit stuff here instead. That's about the only thing I can think of. Like, low life is necessary. This is huge. So this is like necessary. Of course, we could drop some of the defensives. We are pretty tanky, you know. So there's probably 3 points right here. We could go here instead, not pick up this. So then that gives us this. Backup plan seems pretty good too. But yeah, I mean, I wonder, maybe we should POB what it looks like if we get out of the defensives completely and rely solely on gear and the block chance. We probably stay with the block chance here. All right, let's go to POB. All right. So here we have the build. Let's see, level 88. I want to say we had this. Yeah. Okay. You'll be showing level 91. Oh, that's because I've... Okay, there we go. So this is exactly what we have right now. Configuration, banner planted with 30, and low life. I've taken shocked off because I haven't really been shocking the bosses that much. They are shocked from time to time, but I don't think it's totally reliable for us. Stunned. I don't know that I really care to... Whoops. Is it still showing up, though? I don't think it is. I guess I have to add this. Blood. Hound's Mark. Let's go ahead and add single out. And... Rupture. Oh, that's the explosion. So that's added. Now we go to configuration. Stunned is not there. That is weird. I'm a little concerned about that. Okay, let's do this. Maybe I have to add it. Bloodhound's Mark. I doubt it. Well, it wasn't affecting damage. All right, so you can see full DPS is at 253. Our bleed for one stack is at 1,000,000 damage per bleed stack. Bleed DPS at 176,000. This is about, like, with the previous build, we were at almost 3 million bleed damage per stack. Bleed DPS at 500k. Full DPS around 500k or something like that. I was considering shocked, but I don't think that we were really shocking everything. Banner was at 50, which wasn't the case all the time. So without passives and with slightly different gear, I may have been... I don't think I was... I think I was probably at 3 meters, right? So... Aggravated... Low life. So yeah, the passives brought us up to around probably another 150,000 full DPS. But really, banner was only planted for a certain amount of time at 50, and on a boss, probably not reliable, whereas now it's reliable at 30. Shocked probably doesn't happen often enough to add here. And then 3 meters is probably safe bet. Withered stacks. Why would I have those? Conflux buff? None. I don't know why these showed up. And oh yeah, and then the rage. I had it full, but I haven't really been using my spear field as much. So let's do this again. Let's just get a full idea of what has changed. So about 100,000 full DPS, maybe over 100,000 full DPS has really changed from last, but now I'm showing, I think, a little more accurate of a scenario. 10 rage only. Okay. So let's go back to the tree real quick. Oh, let's go to items real quick. I had to put on an unset ring to have another gem slot, and because we have now 2 uniques both on our helm and our body armor, I wasn't able to run a Venopuncture. Oh, and I don't have one. Must have deleted. So adding a Venopuncture would add around 10k. Not much. Honestly, they're not really that big a deal. Now, if I go to calcs and we look at bleed, we have almost a 10 times magnitude effect. A lot of it actually comes from our jewels. Did I see 4? Okay, gauntlets. Yeah, because we've got it ruined. So 3 rubies, all with increased bleed magnitude. And then we've got a few from the tree. And then, of course, Rake brings a lot to that. Lasting Trauma brings, like, basically 2 nodes worth of magnitude. But yeah, for this tree, I was sure, I kind of, even though we go out of our way to pick up Bannerman, at least we pick up a jewel where we get increased block chance and bleeding. And then over here, increased magnitude and block chance. And then same thing over here. So it does, these jewels really help out with our block chance big time. And then it fills in our bleed magnitude where we weren't able to really pick it up in the tree. So we're missing it here. We only pick it up here, basically. We are right next door here, so it is an option. We could play around with that first thing. So let's just say we get rid of maim, or maiming strike, like 253. Then we get some magnitude. So that's actually a DPS increase right there. The problem I have with these nodes is that I do not like the notables. I don't think it's that big a deal to pick up a aggravation, and plus these are so like, aggravate bleeding on targets which has a bleeding stack older than 4 seconds. It's like, come on. And then aggravate 10% chance on hit. I don't really want to pick up that node. I feel like it's a waste. But I guess this is not a waste of damage. So then there's more bleeding. Oh, that's duration. Oh, wait, I forgot to undo maiming strike. No wonder it's a DPS increase. 254. 253, so it's a wash. Okay. All right, so let's play around with these defensives here. Currently at around 50% evade chance on this tooltip. Armor 50%, block chance 50%. So yeah, split across the 3 at 50%. Yeah, reaching 94 for T4 content is another thing. I'm at 89 right now. So let's go ahead and hit these. What's our life showing here? 2259. I probably have more strength nodes than I really do in reality. Matter of fact, we got warnings. Intel. You have too many single out support gems. I must have 2 Bloodhounds marks. Okay, so I accidentally added one when I had one. Not sure why I'm not getting the stun option. So I guess Bobius try show all configuration option. We'll try that later, I guess. Let's go ahead and hit Intel. So now we get rid of these. And let's say we get rid of this. So our block chance stays at 54. Evade goes down to 41 from 50. And then armor reduction from 50-ish to 47. Yeah, that's a pretty big defensive node for us, but we'll play around with this a little bit. Battle hardened is really important. $45 and $36, yeah. And then these, like, we could theoretically 1, 2, nah. So we would keep these because we would want this, I think, backup plan. Maybe it's backup plan that we don't need that much. Let's just fill these in real quick. See what happens. So we're down to 36 evade. Oh, you know what I don't have on here? Let's add Wind Dancer. Whoops. Let's get rid of this. I think it's a level 18. Okay. So evade 36. Whoops. Here we go. Wow, now it's showing 25%. I was in this defensive line here, so we might be even worse off than I thought. Let's go to skills. Why is this not showing up on stage? Wind Dancer stacks. Okay, 34% with the stacks. Okay. Thanks, Seth. I found it. All right. Backup plan. What's it showing? So yeah, it's showing showing that I have been hit recently. It's actually okay, no. Yeah, have not been hit recently. So it goes down from 26% to 21% on physical damage reduction. And we get rid of this one too. So now we're down to 20% physical damage reduction, evade chance at 31%. Block is still at 54%. So can block with a bit of evade and a bit of physical reduction really do it for us? I'm not sure. But it gives us quite a few points to play around with. Let's see what we can do with our offense real quick. So we would end up finishing this probably. Remember, we were at like 258, right? 258 DPS. some other big nodes. I think we'd travel over here, honestly. That's at 95. Gets us to 319. It's pretty big for us. Okay, let's try a different option. Maybe we just go down here for some crit. Now we're at level 90. What else is strong and close? Bit of magnitude. This is actually, yeah, this does provide magnitude. You can see that our jewel is worth about 2 of these small nodes. Each jewel. But yeah, this one provides 20%. That's 95. Gets to 323. So still not 100,000 damage increase here. What the hell's going on? Why is our bleed not showing up? There. 255. Okay, so what else is let's do a power report. Fabius showed us this one. Full DPS. So let's see what lights up. Yeah, I do. Lay Siege scales some damage per block chance. Yeah, it'd be pretty hard for us to reach 75. It's not gonna be a huge damage increase. Like it's not gonna be crazy. Like if we just pick this up, this will give us the 75, and it won't change anything else really for offense. So let's just see 289, 296. So getting up to 75% block chance is worth about 10,000 DPS at this point. So it's not going to move the needle like crazy. Yeah, let's get rid of this one. Let's see what lights up. So this one lights up pretty well. These light up pretty well. This is always big. One thing I just realized. We're not anointed, are we? I don't think I'm anointed in game either. That's a big thing. Okay. So let's, before we think about the annoying, because I know it's probably going to be this one. We might be able to travel down here, actually. Okay. Now we're at 320. We're at level 93. I think with the last 2 points, we would pick up, like, we would either just pick up more crit or we'd pick up actual block chance, since it scales both defense and offense. Block chance, where are you? It'd only go up to 58. It's not huge. Probably better served elsewhere. So the other needle that we can move for offense really is getting out of Bannerman. A lot of utility there, but it's utility. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and anoint. I think we would do barbaric strength. And offensive chance is showing a lot. 4,000. 4,000. 2,000. About 4,000. Like, I like this one because it gives us strength, physical damage, and critical damage bonus. And it's about the same as barbaric. Well, this is almost 1,000 more. Yeah, so I think barbaric strength. So we get up to 330. So we're still not even 100,000 DPS higher at this point. We still have these points to spend, and I think that we would go over here. We'd actually go the other direction, I think. Guess it'd be a 96 build. So at 96, we'd finally be close to 400k DPS. And our bleed still wouldn't hit the 2 million mark, which it was hitting on the previous version of this build. How though? I've gotten out of the banner skill. Like, this is pretty much like the same build, only the passive or the ascendancy is different. And this had no. Oh yeah. So essentially, guys, the reason why it's showing lower is just because I'm being a little more realistic with configuration, I think. Like rage, I had at 30. I don't think that's really realistic. 470k, and then this was at 50, which brought us up to almost, what, 500k. What else? And then shocked. Okay. Yeah. So we could run this build. The crit chance right now is 40% chance, and that's without Tangle Tongue. Crit multiplier 613. But yeah, we could run the banner build without Bannerman and get same damage as we were before, but have 2 banners. That's one thing I need to check. Configuration. Let's make sure, let's just put it back down 30. 10. Not shocked. 398k. Now, if I uncheck this, we should see evasion and armor go down. Okay, why not? Skills. War banner. Do I not have... Uh-oh. Okay, let's check this. Defiance. Okay, there we go. So when we have the banner effect, we're at 38% evade chance and 23% armor reduction. Effective hit pool is at 8,750. So we were able to raise DPS. By the way, I think we were looking at DPS at my level 89. But we were able to raise DPS by like 80,000 full DPS by getting rid of all of the defensives and the utility of Bannerman. Crit chance really feels like the answer. And at this point, the power node stuff shows me that crit bonus is like scaling the damage right now. Crit chance does as well. Yeah, I mean, that one's lit up pretty well. Gives us 3,200 damage, 25% increased crit chance. The bonus one, 3.6. So yeah, I mean, they're very close. Crit chance, crit bonus. Very strong right now where we're at. But these like wasting ailment, duration, and magnitude are pretty strong too. The only other thing we can give up is more block chance. So now with this, our defensives come from pinning everything. And then they would come from our gear. And let's check here. I mean, there's some defensive qualities to the spirit buffs, but it's more like, more soft defensives, not the layering really, other than maybe refraction. But this is just added elemental damage or elemental resist, basically. So it's all life regen, which is nice, but it's not going to save our ass. So I don't know, guys. You saw the defensives in action, and you saw the utility of being able to get the banner effects after moving out of the banner area. It might be maybe gear. I need to anoint, gain a few levels, and maybe get a better weapon, but my weapon's really good. Crit chance is too low. In the tooltip here in game, it's showing 31% critical hit chance. I wonder how this feels with Tangled Tongue. I've tested it. It feels fine, but I don't know how I feel about Tangled Tongue at this level with this spear versus Tangled Tongue. It's hard to really gauge because of the forking and everything. Yeah. POB doesn't even really do Tangled Tongue justice. That's the problem. So let's add Tangled Tongue. Let's add my exact Tangled Tongue. I wrongly putted them to. What is it? With all the passives into crit chance instead of crit bonus. I don't know that I wrongly put them anywhere. Let's see. Where is Tangled Tongue? Maybe I stashed it here. Damn it. Did I lose it? There it is. Copy. Yeah, I went into crit bonus on purpose, actually, because it's stronger DPS. Okay. So POB shows a drastic decrease in DPS using Tangle Tongue. But honestly, I don't know how accurate this really is with the forking and crap. It shows a crit chance here of 55 now. The twice critical hit thing, I'd have to actually run the math on my own. Yeah, calcs. Crit. Hmm. I feel like it's not showing the total story here. Main skills to the left. Rake, rake, dash. That should be my main skill. Yeah, you're double rolling a 56%, but also the chance to crit twice. I'm not sure. I just don't. Because I go out and try Tangle Tongue, this feels like a drastic decrease. Everybody's using it too. So I feel like this might not be showing the total picture, that's all. But I do feel like my spear is better. Like I've taken both out with the same character multiple times, trying to just see which one I like better. And I like this spear better, the rare. You double crit, by the way, you're aware it's even stronger hit. Yes, double crit. Exactly. That's the thing that I don't know that it's actually reflecting in full DPS. I'm not gonna, I will probably offline do math and actually try to figure out just ballpark, you know, if this is correct or if there's something wrong. I'm sure it's probably close to right. But we could take them both out. Yeah, we could take them both out and just kind of see which, because I've gone against bosses and everything. I think that once you get to a spear like the one that I have, Tangle Tongue doesn't work as well. This one, 229 to 420 DPS, 486 DPS. So Eth believes that Tangle Tongue is stronger due to double crit, and you're not double critting right now. Saw one build with 100% chance to crit. Yeah, and those are probably Amazons. Yeah. I get it. Double crit. Is it clear? Can I go to calcs and just see, like, where do I see what my normal hit is and then what a crit hit does? Where does that actually show? So the crit multiplier 5.43 on, let's just take the maximum or average hit. Damage from non-crits, damage from crits. So there isn't a thing damage from double crits here. That's where I'm kind of like suspect about this. So average damage from non-crits is 32k. Average from crits, 181. Let's put on the other. Oh, this is my regular spear. Okay, so let's write this down real quick. Average from non-crits, 32, let's just say 33k. And then 181k. Okay. Yeah, you would essentially double your bleed. Yeah, that's true. With a double crit. Well, actually, no. Yeah, you're right. It'd be even more than double K, huh? All right, let's check this other weapon out real quick. Where is it? This one. Yeah. Average is 11k versus 33k, and then for crit, 67k versus 181k. And then let's just double that, I guess, if we did get a double crit. So that'd be 120k versus 181k. So, like, am I thinking about this correctly here with the main hand average hit? Because it's showing me right here what the average non-crit hit is and then the average crit. It doesn't show me an average double crit, but I'm just kind of ballparking here. A double crit average, like, well, I'm probably even I'm oversimplifying and giving it more damage than it probably gets, right? Because I'm considering probably both, anyways, whatever. Let's just double that number. 120,000 from a double crit on average. Whereas my rare spear is getting 181,000 per normal crit. And I'm critting over 30% of the time. Versus a double crit chance is probably, let's see. The tooltip in game for Tangle Tongue actually seems a little better, honestly, sometimes, but I go to Rake. It tells you where is it? Effective chance for a critical hit is 80% because you're rolling twice, I guess. And then the effective chance for a twice critical hit is my normal crit chance. The problem that I have is that on 80% of the time, I'll be doing a crit, which POB is showing 67,000. That's 80% of the time versus a regular hit on my rares 33,000. So I can expect a DPS increase there. But then a twice critical hit is 30% of the time, but is doing less damage than my normal crit. Yeah, but so I'm doing a normal crit on much, much, much higher damage base. So that's the issue that I'm having. 229, 420 critting versus 58 to 112 critting or double critting. So it's not just a clean, like, yes, I'm double critting and it's just wonderful. POB is showing me that a double crit is less damage than a normal crit on my other weapon. and I will be double critting the same percentage as I am normal critting on my normal weapon. So, do I want more steady damage baseline? And then 30% of the time I'm getting a pretty damn good crit that's actually higher than a double crit? Versus 30% of the time I'm getting a double crit that is actually not hitting as hard as this? I don't understand. But let's go take it out on a boss. It's not gonna melt, I'm telling you. Let's just go test it out. All right.
Yes.
Identify.
Go.
Let's not destroy my best spear. 2 div spear.
Yes.
That would suck. I don't even want to hold it in my inventory right now. Okay. Get rid of that. I mean, it's interesting to me, and I'm enjoying using POB and having these discussions. But everybody seems to be using Tangle Tongue, and I got a comment on one of my build videos, dude, you need Tangle Tongue. It's like a given. Everybody just says you have to have Tangle Tongue. I'm not seeing it. I'm really not seeing it, guys. I feel like once you get to a certain level with a rare spear, Tangle Tongue is not as good. So let's go test it out live. Let's see what happens. Level 19 gem, I want that one. Let's get rid of some 18s, I guess. Where did it go? Damn it. There it is. Yeah, I don't think that the Tangle Tongue is the answer, though. That's the thing. I don't think that we're going to go out there and... If we go out there and absolutely melt a boss with Tangle Tongue, man, I'll be surprised. Very surprised. Is there something better to do with gems other than to sell them for 25 gold? All right, we need a map. We're just gonna do blue. I don't want temporal chains, that's for sure. Less effective curses, okay. And we need a boss. Here we go. I don't know which boss this is. We could try another breach with the Tangle Tongue, the breach boss. Because we all saw that, right? Alright, so I have it on, right? Tangle Tongue. Tired of saying it, actually. TT. Like, it's gonna perform well. Like, I don't expect to come out here and struggle. It's strong, yes. I don't think we're gonna see a marked difference, really. Alright, so I do feel like I'm throwing more spears out than I was on my regular spear. Let's make sure we're buffing and stuff like that. So that melted. Yeah. Pika, trash. Pika! Welcome back. You're. I don't think Tangle Tongue is trash, but my Rare Spear is really good. I think they're gonna perform pretty similarly. We're not going to melt this boss, but I could stand very well corrected. We're gonna find out. Like, I could look like a total idiot here in a second if the boss just dies immediately, falls over. Oh, the one I got is trash. Ah. So how much do I have to spend on a good Tangle Tongue, I guess? So maybe that's the issue. I didn't invest in a good enough Tangle Tongue.
All in a day's work.
So we can POB that a bit. Dude, what is still alive here? Oh god, it's these things. Nice. Wow. Getting more loot. Wow, 4 divs. Better be damn worth it, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna POB the hell out of that. I'm not gonna spend 4 divs willy-nilly.
You there.
You're
Local.
dead.
Come here.
I mean, I've only dropped, I think, 3 divs. But actual divs, I guess. I dropped a level 20 skill gem. Yeah, I can already tell this is not doing as much damage, so maybe that's just the key. We've got a shitty Tangle Tongue.
There could be anything in that treasure.
The hell? Man, like, would you guys, if we were actually to invest in a Tangle Tongue, would you buy one that is already corrupted with a second rune slot, or would you try to roll on one? Yeah, it's decent. Pretty good DPS. Buy already corrupted and everything you need on it. God, that's gonna be like the biggest purchase I've ever made if we do that. And the thing is I just feel like it's probably not. We're gonna POB like a absolute perfectly rolled Tangle Tongue. I don't feel like it's gonna be a huge benefit.
Well, that's one down. Whoa, better than coin.
Yeah, I have no idea about actual currency conversion. Dude, I'm coming from EVE Online where everything is like has a dollar attached to it because you can buy the currency in game. So like you'll read these articles and stuff about battles that destroyed $100,000 worth of game assets. It's kind of funny.
Back, beast!
Oop. Almost got blown up. Yeah. Out of all the games, EVE Online has some interesting, like, the history of that game is insane. Like, the players have... If you want to watch a really cool video about EVE Online that gives you, like, the rundown of the lore, the history, it's called Down the Rabbit Hole. And it's just insane. It's like a documentary on YouTube. Yeah, they need an economist. Economist, yeah. I'm having trouble. The market system in that game is, like, insane. Crap. Whatever. Did not get anything. Watch out.
One down. Who's next?
So, gotta find this boss. It looks like it's up here. Alright, moment of truth here. And then we'll go POB a perfect Tangle Tongue and see what we're looking at. Uh-oh. God damn, can I please get out of this shit? Tanked another big hit. I'm glad. I don't know if I can run without the defenses, guys. All right. Yeah. I'm telling you guys. My spear is pretty good, but I'm interested now. This is not a good Tangle Tongue, apparently. Bad rolls, so let's go see. Maybe that's the key here. It's not the weapon. 112% is low. Yeah, like even my rare is not as good as we can get. So the idea here is we kind of walked through the passives and we were sacrificing quite a bit of defense in order to eke out less than 100k DPS on the passives. I feel like the answer is to actually invest in a better spear at this point. And then stick with the defensive build that can join groups and have fun with banners. Seems kind of cool, actually. All right, let's get back to Path of Building. I think a 200% physical spear, like this spear that I have is, this one is like a div or so right now. Good crit multi, 500% just isn't enough to compensate for your current spear. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so let's look. So let's do this. Let's... Can't rename this thing. Wanted to have both of them ready. I guess I gotta write it down. So let's just write it down. Let's say 147 full DPS. Then for the crits, I'm using this average hit. So the average non-crit is 11k. And then average from crits 67. For reference, my rare is doing 33k on a non-crit and 181k on a crit. Crit multiplier right now, yeah, is 5 times basically. Which I feel like is pretty serviceable, but yeah, the tree. And this is the tree like without the defensives. Level 86. Let's just keep it exactly how it is. Okay. Damn it. So it doesn't let me just modify, like, how do I just increase the stats here? Kind of sucks. Do I have to like literally just type it in? All right, so I need to see what this rolls. $19.47. Is that a good roll for this? Yeah. I'm just gonna look up the weapon myself here. I want to see the rolls. Or I guess I can do it in game. There we go, that's easier. So 20. What else? You could do like 17 and 34 or something. Full DPS goes to 172. Calculation. Average hit from non-crits 12,000. Average hit from crits 70k. I mean, we were at 57k on a crit, 57 to 70, and again, my rare is showing 181k on a crit, 33% chance. Let's just double that and say we get 30% chance to double crit. That's a 140k hit, which is still less than a regular crit on my rare. So I don't know, guys. I don't feel like Tangled Tongue is as good as everybody. It's good. It's kind of easy to pick up. It's unique or whatever, but dude, even my rare spear is not that great. We've the roll is like a T6 physical roll, and I feel like it's better. Now let's check something here. Let's assume that we've picked up a more critical bonus. I've anointed this one. Bonus. Oh, I even went down here for bonus. Yeah, like that's pretty much as much. That's as much crit bonus that I could possibly pick up with this build. Like we'd have to sacrifice some things. I guess I'm level 91. There. Level 95. So we went all in on crit bonus all over the place. Oh shit, here's some down here. No, that's chance. This is all chance. Okay. So it goes up to 222k full DPS with a 683 crit multiplier. 87% crit chance, basically. Now we go to calcs. Average from regular hit is 12k. Now we're at 90k on a crit. 80% chance to do that. And typically we're hitting for 33k on a non-crit for the rare spear. So this is a damage increase. And then a double crit would be 180k. Happen about 30% of the time. That is matching the hit on the rare spear at this point. The double critical is now matching the regular critical. And, well, actually, I mean, if we had the same setup, no, it's not matching anymore, right? 234 from a regular crit 30% of the time, but 80% of the time we'd be doing more damage from regular crits on a Tangled Tongue versus our normal hits on the rare spears. So that's where we would get better performance overall in the long run, like throwing our lightning spear out and stuff like that. But still, on a boss, it's not like a magical melt button as far as I can see on this build. Yeah, so in this case, I agree with you. I think we walked through it pretty well. Yeah, pretty good discussion here. Based on the testing in game, And based on what I'm seeing in Path of Building, I don't think the answer would be to go buy like the best Tangle Tongue spear. The answer is probably a rare spear. So let's... I don't know if we do that right now. What do you think, guys? Should we go buy it right now and test this thing out or what? I've never traded on stream before. All right, let's do this. This is interesting. Okay, I'm going to get back to the game view for a second. I feel like Inu, welcome back. Nice to see you. Eth, I feel like I could actually go into T4 and kill something. Maybe. I don't know. Like, I also think I could go in and die and use all my chances as well. Like, I think it'd be a 50-50 or something. Great. Got logged out. I think the last time I tried to do this, I literally couldn't actually log into my account. Okay, I made it. All right, guys, let's shop. Spear. Need spear. Why is it trade filters? There we go. This looks different. No, this one. Is it 2 attacks or damage? I think it's damage. And then is physical damage. Crit. Percentage to critical hit chance. Yeah, but Sea Glass almost always comes with elemental damage attached to it. But yeah, I'll search it directly and we'll see what we can find. So Sea Glass. All right, so minimum 200. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Let's just do the 200 here. It's on my spear. 24, 26 to 47 is a T8 roll. Let's just use that as a baseline. 26 minimum. Maybe 31 minimum. I'll start with let's just try to start with something. I'll leave crit hit chance off. 30. 70 divine. Okay. Wow. Jeez. Whoa, guys. Holy shit. Okay. Let's go to filters. Dial that back. Now we're at 3 divine. 348 DPS. Let's sort it by DPS. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, let's not sort it by DPS. Dang, dude. 795 DPS. Holy shit. That is insane. 324 is the low end. Wow. Okay, let's not sort by DPS at all. How do I go back to... There we go. So we're quickly going up to... Okay, quickly going up in cost here. Now, the crit hit chance is great. But the DPS is lower than mine currently. Let's get rid of the sea glass. So here, drop down to more reasonable prices. Almost 500 DPS here. Adds lightning damage, which we really don't want to see anything there. 473. I'd say we would be shooting for like something over 500 DPS. What do you think? I guess this doesn't necessarily show DPS. I guess I'd have to calculate this thing. That sucks. So do I know how to do this? Actually, let's do it on one so I can check my method here. It should be pretty easy though, hopefully. So let's just take this one. Yeah, it's the crit chance that I'd have to work with. Damn it. Yeah, I don't know how to math, guys. 10 div, no way. Crit bonus 2 on the spear. That'd be insane. If you put crit bonus on the spear as well, it's just gonna shoot up in price for sure. We'll leave them empty. Okay. Okay, right there, 528 damage, but it's got the fire damage, lightning damage, 435, 551. Damn it, guys. I really need to know how to calculate this. Does anyone know the equation here? Critical hit chance. Yeah, how would it really understand DPS? I guess just taking... There's a baseline bonus, I guess, that it's using, right? Create the spear manually. All right, let's do that. But this one here, okay, that's 8 divine. Let's create this one in POB and see what it does. Spear test. Stalking spear. So it's just spear. Okay. Oh, there we go. Stalking spear, great. Okay, they do have it corrupted. It doesn't have a second rune. They do have a rune in it. Quality's at 20. Increased physical damage. Percent increased physical damage adds 2 physical damage. Then critical hit chance. Critical hit bonus. 16. That's pretty damn low. .58, pretty low. Or mid, I guess. And then physical damage. 31 to 44. Pretty good roll. Doesn't give me that option. Oh, here we go. 31 to... Wonder what I should do here. That's going to be a little higher. Let's do something like that. That's about where it is. And basically, 31 to 44. What's this? It's 10 or 20. Yeah, that's not giving me a very good option for that. All right. Then percentage is 170. I guess I don't care about the accuracy. I don't have anything that plays with that. It's also a really low roll. Add to build. Okay, let's see what happens. All right, guys. The moment we've been waiting for. So, Mind Edge currently showing 413. This is with our... Let's go back on the tree, actually. Let's go to reality. Well, what do I want to show? I've got numbers for that. Yeah, let's go back to reality. So this is where I'm at in game, except the defensives, which don't really matter for this test. So yeah, we do have a jewel here. Yeah. So it brought the jewel back in. Let's go ahead and do this too. So we're here. Go here. I'm connected. Get rid of that. Go there. Okay. That's the build. items with the Mind Edge, 268 full DPS, 204 bleed DPS. If I switch over to calcs, we've got the hit and the crit shown, 32k normally, 138 average from crits, 31% chance to crit multiplier at 413%. Go to the items, Tangle Tongue drops dramatically. 268 down to 137. The double crit's about 100k, normal crit 53, 12 from regular. 87% chance to do 53,000 damage. Items. 308 full DPS. Not as big a increase as I would expect. Crit chance goes down on this one. So let's just take the test. Go back to craft. What would we need? So one, I think we would want, let's just say a mid roll on crit damage bonus, but a bit higher roll on crit chance. Goes up to 342. Crit chance stays at about 31, 32%. Crit multiplier goes up just a little bit. Here, let's do a different test. Let's actually assume... Let's get rid of this one, actually. Which one's levels? Is that a prefix? Suffix. Plus 4? Let's just do 3. And a strong roll, pretty strong roll. Let's just say 4%. Maybe a little stronger roll on physical. Actually, let's not change everything. Why did I do that? It was around here. $354. Yeah, plus levels isn't gonna do it. I got 4 levels. I mean, shit, let's just say 5 levels. 403. Okay, so that's starting to do it. Now let's go back to the test. We still have room for bonus. I mean, this would be a mirror, basically, at this point, right? Wouldn't it? Crit. A decent roll on that. So now we're at like 500k almost. Yeah, it goes up pretty drastically. That's not quite 300k. 482 to 268. So it's not quite 200k actually. Oh wait, it is just over 200k. So it's 220 or 210-ish or so, 215. Pretty good. That's a mirror though, so like in our budget, we're probably looking at nothing on melee skills. Let's save that. 352 versus 268, so about 100k DPS increase there. And this is still probably like 10 divs or more. Yeah, 50% DPS increase. So what do you think? I'm not sure how I feel about... I'm not gonna drop that right now. I feel like time to farm, basically. Let's see. Let's go back to that, Ethel, go farm for me. We'll have to, you know, now that I've got to build with the banners and everything, we got to run maps together, actually. I want to do that. For reals. Show filters. So yeah. We'd be looking at... So what was it? Let's check. 170% increase to physical damage and 27 minimum and 390 min on crit hit chance and like 30. So let's see the damage here. I doubt that this is affordable. 25 is fine. 170. Let's just say 160. 3.8 and 24. 12. 12 to fine. Oh man. Not corrupted. 99 divine right here. So they go crazy. How much is a mirror worth? Can you imagine corrupting this thing? So mirror is 500 divine. So this guy listed it 12 hours ago at 12 divine. You think he would actually sell it if we went for it? God dang, guys, I can't. This is hard. This is like spending all of our hard-earned cash, man. I don't know. That's a nice crit chance, though. Holy smokes. This is actually probably going to be a higher increase. Yeah, 150%. Let's shop around a little bit more. Wow. There's nothing popping. Okay, now we're at 3 divine. Look at DPS though. Went from 500 over 500 to 324. Oh, and then here's this one again. This thing's not qualityed or anything, but this accounts for quality. I'm pretty sure. Down here. 150, 15 to 29, 3.58. So let's run this in POB exactly. Yeah, you can't do that yet in you, I'm pretty sure. Copy item from trade and paste it. I don't think they can do that yet. Have you tried it on PoE too? So let's take the test out. Maybe I test a different one. Nah. So 150%. 15 to 29. So 16 to 28, I guess. $3.58. 29%. Okay. I guess I'll add the 15 to 29%. Or I'm sorry. No, that's not the same one. It's weird. I thought I saw fire damage on here. Okay, save. 286. 268. Yeah. That is not worth it. It's interesting. That's the 3 divine spear. That's right here. Whereas this 12 one, let's run this one, I guess. Why is this highlighted? Why? Oh, corrupted maybe? This got a really good corruption on it. Elemental no, it didn't. Never mind. That sucks. Dang, guys. That sucks. But it's still good. 25 divine, 590 DPS. This is... That's a... Wow. You got the attack speed, I guess? Alright, let's run this thing. Test. Let's see here. 174. $22 to $30. Oops. I'm not getting the right. Let's just do that. 18 to 32. Okay. 4.67. Well, I guess we're not getting the 67 on the dot. 24. All right. 318. 268. Yeah. I don't know, guys. All right, let's do something else. Let's just check on that Tangled Tongue. All right, Bobbius, take care. Have a good night. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I don't think we have the currency. No, not for the 25. Check the 25 div one. All right, we'll check it. I think we need to check Tangled Tongue again because it seems like maybe that's why everybody's running it. Because honestly, with the 80% crit chance, our Tangled Tongue crits will be doing like double the damage of our normal hits on the rare spear. So like on average, we're doing more damage with the critting. The double crits though, again, it's not going to just delete a boss. And that's kind of what like people are after right now in the meta with these builds, is like they're just trying to get that big crit and destroy a boss. I don't think we're there. This build is not going to do that. Yeah, if you're not gonna, if you don't double crit to, or if your double crit doesn't one shot a boss, then it's kind of, unless it's cheap. Like, we'll check the prices on that, right? So let's see here. Let's run that other one. 25 div. So 210. Holy shit. Pronged spear. That's one thing I haven't been doing, probably. Let's go create a new one. So it's got the rune, got the quality. This does not even go up to 210. Oh, because it's a P6 plus a P7. All right. So now I got to do math. It's not allowing me to add a second one. That's an issue. The hell? That's not good. I can't even get to the 210%. I'm not sure how to do this. Shit. No. Physical accuracy in POB count as a percentage? I checked that one just now. 79% physical damage is as high as it goes. Free prefix. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, we used that one. Okay. I see what you're saying. There we go. Ah, that's the double roll. Okay. Got it. So 170. Let's just make it a little easier for my head. 170. What is it? 210 total. So 40. Just do that. There we go. Damn you. There. $20 to $35 physical. Almost moved that one. There we go. Come on. This is kind of frustrating. Okay, 20 to 34 it is. Crit chance. 375. $374-ish. 24. Yay, that one was easy. All right, add to build. What's the difference here? 334. Mind Edge, 268. So still not quite there. Not quite 100K. That's kind of the target. 100K. Yeah, it's like 70-ish, right? 30 plus about 30, 60. Let me check that again. 160, so it's 270, so that's 30. Yeah, 64-ish. Yeah, man, this is tough. It's pretty expensive to try to get that really, really nice spear. Let's check Tangled Tongue, though. Let's get rid of all the filters. Tangle tongue. Search. Now let's add. Where is it? Stat filters. So. Crit chance. That's the big one. 19. And then let's do minimum or maximum 35. Or no. I don't know how that actually works in here. Let's do minimum 18, I guess. Ten exalts. 50. Corrupted. Increased melee strike range. Seriously? Fire damage? Like, we would get this one and try to roll corrupt it. I think the play might be to test out it live in game. A good tangled tongue. What do you think? And also we could roll and try to corrupt it. And honestly, if you actually hit, let's go to rune slots. The same filter. Go to equipment filters. 2. Or divine. Wow, that is a hell of a gamble there, guys. I just found out how to get rich. I just scoop up a 10 exalt Tangle Tongue Spear every day, roll it, and get rich. And then we buy whatever spear we want. Dude. All right, let's see if this guy will sell this Tangle Tongue. Listed 25 minutes ago, 12 hours ago, 2 hours ago, 9 hours ago. I think these are selling too, guys. None of them are even a day old. All right, guys. I think I found out what I'll be doing for the next week or so. Let's try this out. I need to know, should I use the omen that does very unpredictable chaos rolls? Is that better to try to roll the rune slot? How do I try to maximize chances of a rune slot? Is there a way? Oh, damn, that thing's sold already. Or they unlisted it. Because now this is a lot more reasonable. But if I keep this updated, like I gotta see what the range is on the crit hit and the rolls and the rune. And then maybe we could make something happen. Omen of corruption. All right. All right, guys. Well, tonight we are not going to get a spear update. We made a lot of progress, I think. So the thing about the Tangle Tongue is it's not gonna on this build with these skills and everything else, it's not gonna delete a boss. We're gonna have to fight a boss. It's gonna be a fair fight. We're gonna do a lot of damage, and we could see the bar, like we saw the bar go halfway on a boss after a good crit and aggravated bleeding. So that's, I think, about the best that we could see on a Tangle Tongue as well. It'll probably be a little less on a double crit like that, what I'm seeing in Path of Building. But I am also seeing that our regular mapping would be stronger due to being able to crit 80% of the time, and those crits will do about double the damage of my regular hit on the rare spear. Yeah. My rare spear I feel like is really good. It's serviceable. I think we could probably go into a T4 and do some damage, but it'll be a hard fight, I think. So we'll see. I got to decide on what direction and what we're doing. But that's going to be it for tonight. That was fun. I enjoyed going through this with you guys. Hopefully at the end of this, we're going to have a build that we can put on YouTube and people can enjoy across the world. The Banner Bleed Boy. Have a good night, everybody. Take care.